Hey horse people! It's December and we live down in Southwest Washington on the border of Portland, Oregon. So we have pretty mild temperatures. I mean, it gets cold, but we don't get a lot of snow. But we woke up today to this. It's actually sunset now, and so it stopped snowing, but it's still cold out here, and it is sticking, frozen. Hey Sam! Let me go through the fence really quick. Hey Sam! How's your guys' day going? Hopefully it's going good. We had like 35-mile-an-hour winds last night, which was making it really miserable, but now it's all calm and just messy. See how horses are. How you guys doing? You eating the last little bits? Hey Sparks. Hi. Don't I get a hi? What you guys doing? Is that good? Some good stuff? Yeah, so the horses are no worse for the wear. They're fine. They're happy. Come over here and see what's going on. It's a nice calm night tonight though, so I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I wanted to do a little quick talk too on cold weather and blanketing horses. I know this is a topic that comes up a lot, and if you're a new horse owner, listen up. If you're an old horse owner, you might have some bad habits and not want to listen. That's okay. For the most part, horses don't need to be blanketed. Mother Nature made them to be all weather, and we actually impede their heat capacity when we blanket them. The reason being is, this horse is normally gray, but oh, she's dirty. You win. Hey girl. Horses have 2 layers of hair. So thermodynamically, when they get cold, the second layer raises up to help with the airflow and keep them warm. When we put a blanket on them, we're actually constricting that ability for that hair flow to raise up, and it actually then makes it harder for the horse to stay warm. Let me show you on him. He's got a really thick coat. So first of all, Mother Nature, you know, makes their coat really thick. Look, my fingers are going in here. So as long as you don't blanket a horse, excuse me, not blanket a horse, as long as you don't trim a horse's hair, typically you will not need to blanket the horse, because the horse has the ability. For example, you don't see a deer being blanketed. You know, Mother Nature has a way of protecting itself. Now, there are some instances for blanketing. As I just mentioned, if you trim your horse and you've made it so Mother Nature can't grow its normal hair, then of course you're going to have to interfere and blanket. Another thing about blanketing is it throws the body temperature off, because you're blanketing the body of the horse but not the legs, and so that gives the body a different temperature reading. Think about it with yourself. Like if you went outside in cold weather and you wore a jacket but you had shorts on, it's kind of the same thing. And so that's another thing that blanketing does, is it actually dysregulates the heating source for the horse, because it's not natural. So let's get back to when blanketing would be appropriate. Like I said, when you've interfered, hey Sam, and you've cut the horse. Also, if the horse is hi, nice. Oh, you're so silly. If the horse is, you know, in distress, obviously showing signs that they can't warm themselves, if, you know, maybe they're elderly and they're not processing metabolically correctly, or you know, they're not processing their nutrients, so that would be a reason. You know, maybe they've lost their teeth, or they have some kind of health condition, so you'd want to step in and help them as well. But other than that, that's kind of the reason. So these guys are fine. And as a matter of fact, when it gets down, probably with the wind chill and everything, when it gets down into the teens, something like that, I have for a day put blankets on them just because they look cute, but I don't think they really need it. As a matter of fact, Winnie, she's 25. She absolutely hates to be blanketed. She swishes her tail when I do it, but she is an Arabian, and so she does sometimes get a little colder than the other guys due to her coat. But that's a blue moon rare thing. Let's walk up here and see what it looks like. Yeah, but they're happy. They stayed over by the shelters last night because of the wind, but today you could hear them like me walking around, and sort of like little trucks walking everywhere. They were exploring. They love digging in the snow to forage and try to find the little bit of grass that's underneath it. They seem to think that's really fun. But you can see it's just white everywhere. This probably won't stick around for a day or so. I don't know. They weren't calling for this year, so this really threw us all off. It's everywhere. And it's still coming down, just tiny little flakes. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great night and a wonderful December. New Year's is coming up. I hope everybody has a wonderful New Year if I don't talk to you beforehand. Good night.